Hello, I am Rizzy Equipado from Dento 11 and I will be discussing the complex system for the control of blood flow to different parts of the body. We have phases of blood flow control. We have two phases, the acute control and the long-term control. The acute control is achieved by rapid changes in local vasodilation or vasoconstriction of the arterioles, arterioles, and precapillary sphincters. In long-term control, slow control changes in flow over a period of days, weeks, or even months. It also has an increase or decrease in the physical sizes and numbers of actual blood vessels supplying the tissues. We first have the first control circulation, which is the local control circulation. This control is achieved by the periodic relaxation and contraction of the precapillary sphincters regulate local blood flow. The blood flow via the capillaries rises as the sphincters relax. Blood flow across the capillaries reduces as the sphincters constrict. When metabolic products accumulate in tissue gaps, for example, blood flow is increased, the metabolic demands the skeletal muscle to rise considerably throughout the activity, and metabolic products are generated at a faster rate. The precapillary sphincters are controlled by the metabolic needs of the tissues. The precapillary sphincters relax, increasing blood flow through the capillaries. Here is the diagram of the relaxation of precapillary sphincters. And here is a diagram of the contraction of the precapillary sphincters in the local control of blood flow through the capillary beds. In low control circulation, we have the autoregulation, where waste accumulation leads to vasodilation. Vasoactive chemicals, for example, histamine and bradykinin, stimulate vasomotion. Then, reactive hyperemia, blood supply cut off, then restored. Angiogenesis, this is the growth of new vessels, controlled by growth factors and inhibitors. Now we have the humoral control. This is the next control wherein this is the regulation of the circulation by chemicals released or absorbed into bodily fluids. This includes the hormones and ions. We have the vasoconstrictors. These are the norepinephrine and epinephrine. We also have angiotensin 2, vasopressin, and endothelin. We have the vasodilators, which is the bradykinin, kinin, or something like that, and we have the histamine. Next, we also have ions, wherein the INC calcium ion concentration causes vasoconstriction. For the potassium ion, concentration causes vasodilation, and for the magnesium and hydrogen, it causes vasodilation too. We have aldosterone, which promotes sodium and water retention by the kidneys, increases blood volume and pressure. We have atrial natriuretic factor, which increases urinary sodium excretion, generalized vasodilation. And then we have the ADH, which promotes water retention. And lastly, the epinephrine and norepinephrine cause vasoconstriction of most blood vessels, but vasodilation of skeletal and cardiac muscle blood vessel. Lastly, we have the nervous control, wherein the vasomotor center, located in the lower pons and upper medulla oblongata, continuously sends a low frequency of action potentials to sympathetic nerve fibers. The sympathetic division also regulates hormonal control of blood flow through the release of epinephrine and norepinephrine from the adrenal medulla. Blood is also transported from one huge part of the body to another due to nervous regulation of blood vessels. This is the diagram for the nervous regulation of blood vessels. The sympathetic nerve fibers innervate most blood vessels of the body, except the capillaries and precapillary sphincters, which have no nerve supply. This is the table for the homeostasis control of blood flow, wherein other factors that control blood flow through the capillaries are the tissue concentrations of oxygen and nutrients, such as glucose, amino acids, and fatty acids. Blood flow increases when oxygen level decrease or to a lesser degree when glucose, amino acids, fatty acids, and other nutrients decrease. An increase in carbon dioxide or a decrease in pH also causes the precapillary sphincters to relax, thereby increasing blood flow. These are the variations in blood flow in different tissues and organs. We have the brain, which have 14%, the heart for 4%, the bronchi 2%, kidneys 22%, liver 27%, then for the muscles we have 15%, for the bone 5%, skin 6%, etc. And that ends my presentation for today. Here are the references that I used to make this PowerPoint presentation. Thank you!